We drink a lot of bubbly water in our house, and I decided at some point I should just make this at home. And this is where I found the Sparkel. I actually did a lot of research to decide like what machine to get, and I landed on this one for a couple of really cool reasons. So the fact that it does not use a CO2 cartridge is huge. Instead, it uses these little packets. I call these the carbonators. I set them up on a subscription delivery service so that I always have them. And so when you make your Sparkle, you're just adding this. And these little carbonators react with the water on the back of the machine. And the chemical reaction between these two is what forces that bubbly air into your Sparkle design. So it's got 5 different carbonation settings. This is 1 through 5. I like it the most bubbly possible. And this here on the back, that's where your water is going to go. And it's going to react with these little carbonators that we're going to add up on top. So these, when all done, the distilled water and the carbonator all go into this little reservoir down below. You're just gonna empty that and clean it out after you've made your Sparkle drink. But yeah, interesting little process. So it actually works best the colder the water, the possible. So today we're gonna be making a blueberry lemon Sparkle. So we're just gonna cut open my little carbonators, pop them in the top here. They just dump in there. Next, I'm gonna grab my cold water. Bubbly tastes better when it's super, super cold. So I have cold water with ice, and we're gonna add some frozen blueberries. We're gonna do blueberry lemon Sparkle today. So I'm gonna top this off. There's lots of different ways you can make it. I've done mojitos with lime juice and a sprig of mint. You can do strawberry lime, strawberry lemon, but today we're doing blueberry lemon. So you top it off, put your fruit in, and then you're gonna put your little pressure cap on top. Make sure you screw that on nice and tight. And then we're just gonna pop it right into the machine here. Okay, now just eyeballing it. I have my level a little too high here. So on the side of this great bottle is how much you should put in there. There's these little lines. I'm gonna go quickly empty a little bit out because I filled it too full. You need to leave room for the carbonation when it gets added. So that's why those lines are there. Definitely don't want to be making any messes from having it too full and too much pressure. So all right, putting it back in here. This top line here is for water, the bottom line is for juice. So they carbonate differently, so you need to pay attention to that. I'm gonna pull down this lever here. That kind of engages everything, and then we're gonna pick our fizzy level. I love number 5 for extra fizziness. So I'm gonna go ahead and push that, and then I'm gonna push the start button and let it do its thing. You see all the bubbly being pressed down into there. And voila, we have our Sparkle. So now we're gonna just lift the lever back up. Now remember, this is under pressure, so after we lift this up, we're gonna let it sit for a little bit. You can hear the fizziness running. We're gonna take it out. And before we open this lid, there's this cool little release button on the top of the Sparkle bottle itself. And so we're gonna press that a couple times to release some of that extra bubbliness that's in there. So we'll go ahead and push this. You'll see it fizz to the top. Just gonna do this a few times to let some of that extra out of there. Now this, if you don't open it, it will hold its bubbliness for quite a while in the fridge. So you can pre-make this and just have it on hand. So now we'll release it. Now we'll pop it open. You can see it kind of bubbly to the top there, just like a soda, because we've added our own carbonation. Pour ourselves a drink. And there you go. Homemade bubbly drink at home with the Sparkle.